Awesome.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Ultimate's weekday PUBG Scrims. This is going to serve as a qualifier for our weekend scrims, which will be more pro-oriented. I'm joined this evening with my good friend Nikhil Lamek. Lamek, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Johnny, how have you been so far? Have you been getting some PUBG withdrawal in the last few days?
Definitely, man. I mean, anticipating this evening, really excited. A lot of clans have signed up today. It's definitely going to be a cracker.
How are you looking for today, Johnny? Coming out of the weekend, we had a really big event with semi-professionals and professionals. Today, talk me through what we're going to see today in the midweek scrims.
So the midweek scrims, as I mentioned earlier, would be serving as a qualifier, right, for the weekends. Today's game, we're going to have a combination of some pros, some semi-pros, and a bunch of amateurs as well. We're going to have a mixed crowd, so we're going to see a lot of different strategies at play over here. It'll be very interesting to see how different teams approach this map. We're starting with Triangle, which have to be my all-time favorite map in PUBG right now.
Okay.
So we're gonna definitely going to be seeing people. What Triangle is famous for is the map is quite big. There are a lot of different places you can drop at, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how teams adopt different places based on the lane trajectory and I mean the common thing that we would have noticed over the last few weeks of PUBG, actually watching these pros versus the amateur, we'll end up seeing the amateur play a really long game, start from the outside of the circle and then slowly move in.
Yeah, I've seen that trend as well. It's interesting to see how quite a few teams, like you mentioned, like to start off from like the extremities, places which I think I can speak for myself and maybe for you as well, places we probably wouldn't go. Why is that? Why do you think they are drawn towards these low loot kind of spots?
I'm guessing the main objective right now would be to last as long as possible, right? Nobody wants to die immediately. This game usually goes on for not of 20 minutes. I'm guessing the normal strategy would be to get off far away from where the action usually takes place. A lot of the times we see a lot of people jumping on the extremes of the map, and the usual hotspots would usually be quite empty.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see, what's going to happen today.
I think we noticed that as well over the weekend. I remember pointing out a few times that in Sanok and even in Erangel, Pochenki and Paradise Resort was completely vacant.
Remember the last game that we had, the last person to die was chilling in Paradise Resort. Yeah, there's no one there.
I don't remember.
Do you have the list? Do you have the list open in front of you, the teams that are going to participate today?
I could draw that up real quick. Let me just get some pen and paper.
We've got a list on screen right now.
Okay.
So looks like team number 1. We've got our favorite amateurs. We've played with these guys. They are fun bunch. They do have the ability to pull out surprises, as we saw Arjun, making a clutch, almost completing a successful clutch of 1v3 last time. Just so unfortunate.
Are we talking about Team AKA?
We're talking about Team 1, Arjun.
Okay, Team 1. All right. Okay, yeah. They, I mean, Arjun in particular pulled out some great moves towards the end. He kind of took us all by surprise, if I'm not mistaken.
Can we have the broadcaster open the minimap, please?
I think that's a very straight. I mean, I think that's a very open flight trajectory. It gives, I think, the players a lot of places where they could jump off to. Johnny, if you were in that flight right now, where are you going?
Um, oh, I would definitely drop off at Georgia Pole. Because for two reasons. One, the loot is quite good over there. And
Yeah.
two, you land much quicker than the plane reaches, so you will have a lot more time to loot.
Okay.
Probably going to land before the circle even forms. But,
That's very true.
as we look at this, as we look at people leaving the planes, we notice Team 20 Flow, which is the blur team,
Yep.
and I'm not able to see who the other team is. Is it Team 6?
Team 6 or
Team
Team 9? I'm
3?
not
No,
too
it's Team
sure.
3.
Team 3. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm not too sure who Team 3 is right now. Let me just see. I've got.
Okay. We have Team 3 name on the screen right now, as we can see, four of them.
Alright, let's call them Team Noob, I guess.
Team Noob with their commander.
Team Noob,
Harshit.
I hope they don't live up to their name. Let's see what happens. They are quite near the Blur clan, and the Blur clan are quite a popular group. You know, we had a lot of support over the weekend, you know, on that chat, the YouTube
Yeah,
comments.
yeah, I remember. I remember that.
It'll be interesting to see. I'm pretty sure we're going to be heading very close to a battle right now. See how this one plays out. They all seem to be well into the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Got the AK team, the military base there, another team to look out for.
We see already some action from King VT of AKA. It looks like.
Oh, yeah, he seems to team number 11, right?
I didn't manage to exactly see who King VT was. Here we have a better look to see who's on the other side. We see Noob
Oh, this is
Master.
our favorite. These are our favorite guys.
I see Noob Master from
Really
the inside
approaching,
of trouble.
aggressively approaching. On the roof. These guys are on the floor below, so you have to go down.
It looks like he's getting some reinforcements by Captain, who's also joining him. It looks like they're
These
really
guys are
bringing.
outnumbered, and unfortunately, for team number 1, the AKA team is quite strong, but they seem to be on top. I'm pretty sure they can hear. I think we might have lost Noob Master. Noob Master might have just. He's almost an HP. Doesn't have a health.
Doesn't seem like he managed to pick up anything in time. I think that's going to cause a lot of problems. Seems like people are in the
getting
building
quite
as well.
close to a battle. Pretty gangster about to feel. As long as he doesn't move, it would be really interesting to see what is about to happen. Master has been knocked. They've taken him out. They've taken baby gangster out. And K team made quick work.
I think that was a bit. I think that was really pretty fast. What do you think? I don't think they even had enough time to loot itself. But
one had a little time to loot. These guys were way too fast for that. Unfortunate that they ran into the K team quite early in the game. Meanwhile, Team 20, familiar faces. Where are
I think
they're in Milta.
I think it comes back to the point which you kind of mentioned earlier about jumping in hotspots. Before the game started, we were discussing about what are the pros and what are the cons, and I think we kind of had a good example of the cons of kind of jumping into a hotspot, because if you don't get enough time to gather up enough supplies and enough ammo and find yourself in a good gun, I guess that's what's going to happen to you. What do you think, Johnny?
Yeah, exactly. That's crucial in this game, especially. Um, I'm completely in agreement with this. It's crucial that the gun as early as possible. Something even like a submachine gun, like maybe an ump or a Uzi or even a Tommy gun can just make all of the difference.
I completely agree. At least for the first few minutes, where they're still trying to find the right gun of choice and sufficient ammo and everything. Submachine guns find themselves as a real great substitute for the time being.
Definitely. I mean, just hopefully the guy you kill would probably have a better rifle on him or something. And also, I've noticed that when you play, you're quite near your opponent, right? Uh,
Yeah.
Playing with a submachine gun is as effective as an AR. I mean, the number of bullets per spray does make for a very effective gun close range. So it is actually indeed ideal, especially at the start of the game.
I feel
Considering,
like your reload times, yeah, I think your reload times are also relatively quick, meaning that
uh,
you do have a higher turnover of rounds in case you're going to find yourself spraying in a encounter.
everything it just moves in that direction. You have end up getting more ammo. It's a lot more easier to get .45 ammo than the others, especially in the
That's
beginning.
true.
To be able
That's
to
true,
pick
yeah.
up a compensator or a silencer, they're all usually readily abundant in
Mm-hmm.
the in the opening stages, especially in hotspots. The thing
Yeah.
that makes it a hotspot is because even as we spectate Blur, gun,
Yeah.
we just saw an Uzi on the floor, right? It's a common gun over there. Okay, so they have been spotted. Number three has been spotted. Blur gun has heard them. He's scoping them out. He's in the general, he's in the right direction. Is Caster on the roof or is he on the floor below? Oh, he's on the
No,
roof
no,
and he has
Adan,
been spotted.
what do you
Uh,
think? Adan can get a quick shot away with that car of his.
if he manages to, he would be doing a lot of damage. So, okay,
Oh,
and
okay.
they have open fire, so that means they are in the open. They are ready. You have to watch out from all sides. Yeah, one's been knocked. Oh my God, Caster has been knocked.
I think he might
They
have stayed a
managed
bit too
to.
long upstairs there in the terrace, finding himself as easy prey versus Team 24, the Blur team.
Like how the Blur team is spread out. You have Irfan, who is. Oh, it's not Irfan. It's Karshan. No, my bad, buddy. You have him on the buildings, scoping them out from a height, and you've got three of them running in. It's very organized to me.
I think it's very crucial to have like multiple eyes on your enemies and on a target. I feel because you're getting multiple views and multiple insights into how your enemy is basically spread out. As we can see, there's some people in the building of Team 24, and some of them are actually at the hill.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to me like both teams are playing it quite defensively and none are taking the initiative and attacking.
Might be a bit too early to find yourself getting
Okay, I
out of
mean,
this game, probably.
that's probably the mindset that is going into this. Whether to fight. But, aggressive play always makes for great television.
That is true, but it's a little. It can be a little disappointing when you find yourself being knocked out or even dead.
Oh, oof. Brought down to 1 HP. This battle is actually getting quite heated up. Doesn't have health.
He doesn't have a helmet on either.
Master's knocked.
That's
Oh,
the
that was
second
some
time he
great
finds
shooting
himself.
over there. Russian was down to 1 HP, running, looking for health. Meanwhile, they are attacking. They are on the offensive right now. Blur Agan is right outside the apartment building, and they might have spotted him. These guys have got a great view from the roofs of two apartment buildings. See how they turn this around. Kashin is back 75% health. So early in this game, right? Finding boosters definitely be a challenge.
I think any consumable right now would come to help. I mean,
Oof, he's been knocked. Oh, he missed his opportunity. Blur Agan should have. Oh my god, that was
coming
a...
in. Oh,
Oh,
he's taking out too much. Oh, that was just an easy shot there. He could have done definitely
yeah.
more damage.
He will need to help up. Does he have help? Oh, he's been knocked. Through the window was that knock?
I didn't manage to see actually who managed to get eyes on him.
He's been knocked through the window. He thought he had a good view. I think a one perfectly placed grenade right now will just make all the difference. Give team number 3 the advantage over the Blur team. Full credit for team 3 to keep the pressure up.
I mean,
And
they're
we might
holding the
have
ground really well.
Khan has been revived. He's got a health kit.
Oh,
And
and
he's
he's gone
been
down
knocked
again.
again.
He's been knocked
Oh
again.
my god, that was brilliant. Through the smoke. Through the smoke by Harshit. This is some exciting stuff. He revived. Number 3 is right outside. He's making the charge. Agan has run away.
Wasabi has been knocked down.
Harshit has been knocked. Team 3 attacking aggressively. Blur Agan from behind. Oh, Team 3 just made quick work of him. I think we've just seen Team Blur getting decimated over there.
What what happened there, Johnny? I mean, at one point in time, it looked like Team Blur was really in command. How did things change so quick, so soon?
I think it all started going downhill. What's happening right here? We see Team 7 under attack. Team 21. This is dogfighting at its best, right? In each other's face. This is outside school. This is outside school. You know, a lot of people, all of boxes of Yalamic. Looks like we missed
Yeah,
a
I can
tracker.
see. Oh, and the circle approaching too. Oh man, that circle is definitely
And it
not going to
rains,
make
it
things
pours.
easier for them. When it rains, it pours. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the last thing they
2v2
probably
team
wanted
and they're
to
in the
see.
storm. Neither of them have health. Oh, this is not looking good for either of them.
They both seem to have taken a lot of damage, haven't they, Johnny?
Oh yeah. And here is the clutch.
And that's
Who
it.
is
He's
that?
done. He's
So there's
taken
one
them both
more.
out.
There's one more. What's his name, Rish? Podcaster, sorry.
I think that's Peters. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So,
The pressure was up. He made them fold. Who's left from Team 7? Kratos is left, alright. Kratos is left. He will need to bail.
yeah, I don't think it's wise for him to be really engaging in this battle, considering he has the storm against him as it is,
Problem
and
is
it's 1v2.
1v2, Tom. Um, does he have a motor vehicle to leave?
I think it's like what you said, Johnny. When it rains, it pours. I see a super drop come in.
So these guys must have got a flare from the military base. Any possible.
They seem to be pretty much on their own. I don't think they have any bogeys or anything approaching them anytime soon.
I mean, would it really be a problem if anyone approached them? Is my question, I guess.
So
Oh
Kratos has
my
managed to find a way
God.
through. Yeah.
What's happened? Has he managed to take out two guys from Team 21? Where are the two guys from 21, Viray?
They seem to have made a
They
wise
took
call
the
on
car
that.
and they're chasing Kratos. This is going to be a good battle to watch.
I think he's going to be outnumbered. Look at
Kratos
his
is
and
done.
that's it. He's done. Yeah.
He's done. And they are low on health. In 21, Mr. Black and Sharon. Sharon on 5 kills. What a beast.
Incredible. So early in the game, picking up 5. He seems to be a serious player.
Sharon. Ramek, did you just assume his gender?
I think it depended. I mean, I think it was basically the way you said the name. I actually thought for a second. Yeah, I actually thought for a
His
second.
name is Sharon or something.
Oh, we see some more action going on over here with Team 5. In fact,
I've seen him split as well. What's happening? Oh my god! Ramek, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Lost set of
until our producer mentioned that, I mean, I had no idea who we were dealing with, but it's a real tragedy to see Setup Selepa and
another
his
battle.
crew.
It's another battle. BT has been knocked. Oh! Oh, it's a 1v3. BT getting revived. While Aki and Game Time put the pressure. The smoke over there, hitting them. Oh, did both? Or just BT? Just BT is still not.
Just BT is now, but he's getting revived.
Let's see how Shaki takes it. He's got the Groza. Antax Basante seems to be playing very defensive right now. Not much he can really do. He's totally outnumbered over here.
More than being outnumbered, I think he's losing a lot just being in the storm. I mean, he should be able to make a call. Yeah, he should make a call to probably get himself out, because I think that's what it seems like Team 5 is going to be doing. I mean, I don't see really any use of just going for one person when they have a probability of winning the whole game.
That's exactly what's happening. See two of them bailing, getting inside the circle. Meanwhile, we have Hot Boom's team, Team 22, from a group of friends at the edge of the circle. Got an M4.
And then AKM.
You see an attack happening over here with Prakash Leto. Team 12, attacking Team 22. Team 22 is Gaurav's team. The NFG team, this would be. Amik, what do you think NFG stands for?
I think I'm going to pass on that one. I was put on the spot over there. You know what? I'm going to come back to that later on the stream. I'm going to come back later to that. Let's focus on what we have at the moment here. You got me there.
Put you on the spot, mate.
I feel it.
I'm not very unhappy with Gaurav's setup. I actually pretty much like this combination of the Mini and the 4X. The automatic rifles that are snipers that are available, Namek, what would you generally choose? Looks like Team AK have lost someone. We've lost King VT. That is so
He,
unfortunate. We missed a mad battle just now. Game time
and he
got
was
the
so
arm.
he was so strong all throughout. I mean, in the last few days and all the events leading up to today, he seemed like a serious contender and a great team player. But yeah, as you said, it's really tragic to see that he has fallen. We got some more action
Unfortunate.
happening.
Team 3 making a break for the storm, it looks like. Deciding to turn around now because they realized they were going the wrong way. Taking the wider approach right now, really giving them a lot of space in between Team 10. These guys are on foot, so it's just a lot more harder. Okay, it's happening at the quarry, Islamic. Oh, the battle happening over here. Oh my god. Arena of 22 was able to score that knock. He had the M24.
And he's got the AUG, if I'm not mistaken.
Your favorite gun, right, Lance?
Oh, yeah, definitely my favorite gun. The same way how you love to always drop off at school and make the
Oh my
most of
god.
it there.
Is there
Just,
any place in the Erangel map which you absolutely hate?
yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I was just gonna bring it up, and I hate this place. I really find that you're so vulnerable despite having high ground all over around.
Oh my
Like,
god,
see,
from behind.
did you see that?
Exactly.
Did you see that? That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my god, Team 12, the team. He threw the perfect
Oh
grenade!
my god,
That was
incredible!
the perfect grenade!
Two people,
That was
and
clutch.
he has. I
He
don't know
needs
why
to
he's not
revive his
reviving his
teammate.
teammate though. He apparently he seems to
He's seen
be
someone else.
okay. Okay, he might have played it a bit smart there, yeah. But okay, now he's at
For
least
a sec,
at
I
the
guess. Boom is a very famous maker of Pubg. Every time I feel like we focused on Lord Boom over the last few days, he's snaking.
Seems like he gets the Snake of the Week award. What do you think?
Sneak.
Oh, but he has managed to pick out a few people of Team 3. This is the new noob team who we saw in a
Yeah,
fierce battle towards the beginning of the fierce battle in the beginning of the game. So don't rule
they
them
took
out
out
so
Team
easy. Yeah. They took the fight. Oh my god.
Oh my god,
You see,
quick what that was.
yeah. So my name and Khan and Arjun is out.
What's happening to Lord Boom? Is he still there? Is it? Yeah, he's still there. His team is still intact. Smoke walls have been created. Booms a lot. Ain't that mini. Good thing about the mini is it's got 30 ammo for a sniper. That's quite effective. And they've been knocked. Lord Boom has been knocked. Lord Boom and Abhiram has been knocked. Abhiram is dead. It's quite unfortunate.
They have Kaboom's a lot who's on low health. I mean, but yeah, as you said, Lord Boom seems to be knocked out. I mean, there's a lot going on right now. There are like three teams, one after the other in line.
This is a very hectic final circle. Looks like a lot of trees, so definitely going to be seeing a lot of snakes. I don't think Lord Boom has a lot of time. Boom's a lot is the only one left. He's on the other side. Let's see if he can clutch this. Oh, and he wasn't able to, and Storm had got him also. That's quite unfortunate.
OP.
Oh my god! Team 3 just getting wiped out as fast as that Team 10 work of them.
Is it 3v3 right now or is it 4v2, Johnny? I wasn't able to see.
I think it's a 4v3.
6 alive. Sorry to mention.
Oh, then it's a 4v2. I think they know where they are.
I think it's easy pickings for them. Look at them, they're all spread out. They've got the high ground, yeah. I mean, it's just a matter of time. They've already started throwing the nade at the grenades also. Trying to pick them out. Oh, and we have somebody who's knocked already.
Oh, he didn't even stand a
Oh, he
chance.
picked him out. He picked him out, man. I mean, he tried to use
Well,
him as bait. Tried to use
well
him as bait, but it
played.
didn't seem to happen.
It was incredible play. As we can see, it was Stalker. Is that Stalker with the most
I
kills
think
for his
it's.
team? Team six.
I mean, Stalker and Abhinav just carried the whole team. It's 11 kills between
Only
the
seven.
both of
Yeah.
them.
It's exactly that, Lamik. It's just probably like a 2v4 situation over here. They
I
just
mean,
carry the team.
I
Kudos
mean,
to
I'm
them.
sure. I'm sure the other two members brought in a lot of moral support and probably they were the medics of the team or something like that. But absolutely fearless by both of them. I don't know why, but absolutely fearless by both of them, taking it all the way to the very end. A great game overall. I feel like there were battles spread out all across. What do you think, Johnny?
Certainly, I mean, I was hoping for Team AKA to do better than they did.
I feel like
They
you're a
did
little
provide us.
disappointed. Am I hitting a nerve with you over there? You do sound a little sad based after what you saw.
Well, I mean, I lost a lot of money on that one. No, I'm just kidding. I don't gamble in
It's
PUBG.
okay, it's okay.
No, but I just kind of, it just goes to show that nothing is predictable in this game for sure. I mean, I
That's
thought
very true. That's very true.
anything can happen. It's perfectly placed grenade. Just made all the difference for that team over there. So work all around.
Yeah, I guess the unpredictability also kind of makes it really fun.
Exactly. So, let's see what's next. I think we're going to be having a round of sign off next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Saying Star 11. Who's this? I don't know. I don't know this guy's number.
Is it live?
Is it?
3 is empty.
Who else is spectating that? Right. Who's? Oh.
But I'm not feeling exclusive anymore. Huh?
Some 20 people are gonna have like 4 teams spectating now. Crazy.
A spectating party.
Yeah.
Like, which is our team, the last team that won? Hello?
Oh, Solra.
Which is the last team that
There
won?
one noob over there, dude. Yeah, noob, dude. Oh, sorry.
Welcome back to Pubg's weekday Scrims. Just joining us, this is round 2. We're going to be playing at Sandhawk. I'm joined with my good friend Nikhil Lamek. Lamek, was round 1 for you?
First of all, let's just say that we went through some technical issues prior to the stream starting. Round 1 was actually quite interesting. I would say a lot of favorites and fan favorites kind of fell a bit early, which was a bit surprising. Honestly, I thought that I really thought that we would probably see a whole lot more action probably later on in the game. But yeah, I mean, strange things happen in PUBG. I guess you can never be too sure. What are your thoughts on the journey?
Definitely, it was a complete twist. And that's, as we were discussing in the previous round, that's definitely the best part of the whole thing. It's unpredictable, and that's what makes it amazing, I guess. Furthermore, Sandhawk is a much quicker map, much more unpredictable. Very excited to see who's going to be dropping in at the hot spots. Lamek, can you take us through some of the hot spots of Sandhawk?
Well, I mean, if there were not going to be any consequences on the line, and I really didn't care about where I finish, and I'm only concerned about probably kills and loot. Bootcamp and Paradise Resort, I think, are number 1 and number 2 for me. But then again, I feel based on experience that loot in general in Sandhawk is overall not so bad. I don't feel like you lose a lot if you say land in Camp Charlie versus say Painan or versus maybe Sanmi. I mean, I don't think you're losing a whole lot much.
Definitely. Think about this plane trajectory. That's very favorable towards Bootcamp and Paradise, right?
I mean, it kind of pushes all players to a specific area of the map. I really don't see people maneuvering their way to go to say the docks or the Camp Charlie or Kampong. I mean, I could be wrong, but I greatly doubt it.
Definitely. Let's see how this works out. There were some challenges put out before this round started where a few teams were going to drop at boot camp. Very curious to see. We see 3 clans in boot camp right now. Oh, is that 4?
I think that's 3.
Alright, and they're very close to each other, so let's get into the action. We've got Team AKA who are the favorites. Let's see how this one plays out.
There already seems to be a lot of shooting going on. Oh my god.
Knocked.
That was extremely fast.
He has been knocked. Let's see how this plays out.
Team 6 also seems to have gone through some gunfire. As you can see, a few members have lost some HP over there.
Absolutely, Techie was all alone with close to Team 9 at one point. As soon as they landed, hasn't really found a ticket. We seem to see some fire happening now from Team 6 to Team 9 from the terrace. I think that was Sharky engaging with Sharon.
Sharon,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's call him Sharon. Yeah, it's easier and it's easier for the.
Definitely.
BT's already pulled away with the kill, by the way.
BT with the kill back in it. It is a 3-team kill so far.
Some nades coming in.
Team 6 is down by 1 person, and Team 24 has only 2.
Oof.
That was a great nade to take. Great nade, brought him down to half health. Mr. Singh from Team 24 running into the barn, making a getaway, it looks like. Is he leaving his teammate behind, or is he approaching them from the side?
Techie has taken down Suraj, I think so, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there we can see. Team 24 Suraj being now.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Yeah, no, that was Techie.
I think Mr. Singh is just going to be playing for himself right now.
Doesn't seem like anybody's coming to his aid either. Team 24 definitely has some.
Let's see how AKA deal with Team 6. They are outnumbered. Thing is heading towards Suraj. HSB reviving him, which is a very brave play. Oh, we just seen Lord Boom a kill.
Seems like, I think that's Sharon who might be approaching Team 24. I don't know if he knows they are there, but he could be in a good spot.
Sharon running back, he just probably went in for the low. Team 24 bailing, it looks like.
They were definitely they were on the back foot over there. I mean, they could have definitely held off probably a little bit.
Quickly, we might see some shooting here. Let's quickly pan out and just check the other circles. It seems to be a battle between Team 18 and Team 3. Oh, the Team 24 haven't left, and it looks like we have a 4th team coming into this, is it? Oh no, it's just 3 of them. Team 9, Team 24, I think they will be attacking them soon. All of them have moved towards the back. King BT taking some shots. Got a grenade going in. What would you do in the situation, Nanak? Would you press on?
You literally took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to ask you, if you were 24 right now, what would be going through your brain? Since you asked first, I think being on the lower handicap in terms of people I have in my team, in 24, I would probably reserve this attack for probably a later stage. I think I would be a little bit more focused on my loot and maybe finding. Oh,
Wow, it's a blur team.
oh, Sharon has knocked out King VT.
Addy B is getting the brunt of it right now. Been knocked. Oh, Wasabi, Natty B has been knocked. Blur.
Daddy B has been taken out by, yeah.
Natty B has been taken out. 54 still holding on. Let's head back to boot camp, broadcaster, please. Game time has been knocked. We attack in. Looks like AKA captain has been knocked as well.
Looks like they're all going for it right now.
Wow, game time. AKA captain and Shaki. It's all lands on King VT.
VT.
Wow, it's a clutch. It's a clutch. He's taken out 3.
I think he took out all.
GG's. He's pissed.
Wow.
He's pissed.
Yeah, definitely. After the last game.
That's the kind of entertainment we'd want to see. Meanwhile, Team 24, they know all the carnage has just happened.
I think they're pretty glad they weren't a part of it as well. I mean, it's smart decision to kind of
happy
to hold off from that. I mean, it could have been way worse if they decided to engage. Yeah.
They would definitely need more loot if they wanted to attack.
That was fearless by VT, don't you think, Johnny? I mean, he completely single-handedly took care of his own team. All members were knocked out, and I mean, he really brought up his game.
Come off one at a time and got the job done.
It doesn't seem like he's finished though. I think he's hungry for more.
Yeah, definitely. Look, he's playing with a lot of Team 7 taking some shots on Team 10 over here. This happened to get him as well. Team 10 now with only 2 players left. Oh, that's Team 7, sorry, with only 2 players left. Kratos and
VT was taking on another person. Yep.
Team 24. Left, and he is he doesn't have much of an option. They know where he is, and it's as simple as that. As simple as that.
Taking the team kill tally up to 6 right now.
Like Prakash Lito is the only one left from Team 10. He's got look like the storm is affecting neither of them at this point, so they've got time. Unfortunately, they're both out of the circle. These grenades are not ideal.
Did you see what Prakash did just now?
He's thrown the smoke, but is that a diversion smoke?
I think it's a diversion smoke. I think he's hoping Dope Bunny, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be focusing attention there. Maybe peeking out a little bit from that boulder, giving him a clean shot with that Vector or even with that AKM. I mean, in this close range, as you mentioned before, that Vector will be absolutely ruthless.
Certainly. It looks like Dope Bunny threw another smoke over there. Vito taking shots at Kratos. He will need to recharge. Reload, sorry. Let's see how Kratos is stranded behind the tree over there.
Oh, that's a move.
Made it too safe. Could have peeked a little more since it was on the run. Meanwhile, Dope Bunny has slowly crept in. They know where he is.
Prakash has knocked down. He has knocked down Kratos, by the way.
Wow. Let's see how he deals with Dope Bunny.
He needs to make a call whether he's going to revive his teammate or whether he's going to probably charge and attack Prakash. I mean, either which way, Prakash seems to be in a great position.
I think.
Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it.
Prakash has all the time.
Ah, he got it. He got it. He got it. He got it. Well played.
That one was
Well played.
Prakash's to lose.
Yeah.
These guys will need to hurry because the storm is right on them. Meanwhile, can we pan out to check out what's happening elsewhere? I've picked up a drop.
Seems like Team 2 and Team 18 are not too far off. I don't know if they managed to spot each other. Can we have a look at that?
Interesting. They are quite close to each other. Team 2 outnumbering Team 18. I think Team 18 might be close by right over the hill, but looks like
Maybe
both
they're a
teams
bit
being very
safe.
safe right now.
There is a drop also coming in, yeah.
See how that affects. I mean, usually we don't have a lot of aggressive battles that happen near drops. Not a lot of people actually go for the drops, you know. It's something I've noticed during these games. People tend to play a lot more safer when the stakes are high, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think I think when there's lesser consequence or there's less on the line, I think you're feeling a little bit more adventurous to probably just take a car and go ramming into the drop. But I mean, I won't be surprised if nobody goes for this eventually.
Looks like Team 2 are making a move for it. Team 3 are tucked away above that hill. Team 2 might be heading up. It looks like they are moving as a unit.
They don't have anybody close to them, do they, Johnny? Team 2 seems to be a
Not
bit.
Team 18, but Team 18 seem to be looking the other way.
Okay, that's good for them.
Could
I
see
mean,
Team 9 joining this party right soon.
I think Team 2 will
know.
be in a good position once they get the drop. I think it's on a bit of a heightened platform, like a hill or something like that. I think it will provide great views for them to kind of cover off their surroundings.
Doesn't look like they're going for the drop, Lamek. It looks like they're
Maybe using it as bait, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of keeping eyes on
probably
it from a distance. Yeah.
they are moving. I think they are moving. They're moving rather slowly towards the drop.
I mean, I think they're better not to be too greedy, I guess so. And a
Like
bit
if
too
they are quite
overconfident because
Team 3 with Lord Boom.
I can see the MK14 out if I'm not mistaken. Oh, and Crazy Point has eyes on the drop as well.
Crazy Point, that's the team that just picked the drop, right?
Crazy Point. Oh, yeah.
Looks like Team AK have just 2 people remaining in their squad. And I think we've missed it. No, they've got everyone. So,
Seems to be a bit quiet now. We haven't had a lot of carnage for the last, say, 1.5 minutes. Possible to have a look at the map? Yeah, thank you.
looks like Team 20, Team 23 could be clashing quite soon.
Oof. And they have that. They have another team right behind them also who can just
It looks like a
who can
3v4
just jump in.
situation.
Yeah.
Got Tarun, possible third party from Team 11.
Yeah, they could just jump in and make the most of it probably.
Let's get into Tarun's view. what happens. He's got eyes on them. He knows where they are. Just to play this smart, a perfectly placed grenade would just changes everything. Unfortunately for Tarun, he's playing with a Tommy gun, which does not let you put a scope on. Making the run for it. This is a risky move by Tarun. But Team Blue are just too defensive on that. I think that was their moment to attack. Tarun running around is definitely a better advantage. Shots are being fired.
Storm outside. Tarun is getting shot from behind. From behind. He didn't see that. He did not see that one. And the Storm is going to start eating.
From Tarun.
Tarun's no more.
Looks like My Name is Khan is knocked as well. Arjun Selvam is the only one left holding. For 4v3, it's become a 3v1 and Kanna 91. Camper extraordinaire. We'll have to see how it looks like. Team VT has taken out Crazy Point. Head back there. Area is also the quarry.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Those of you joining us. Oh, Team 2 did not stand a chance. Let's see how.
I think they waited a bit too long for I mean, they just let AK walk to them. I mean, they didn't really seem like much of a threat. Absolutely ruthless.
Moved together so well, right?
Yeah, I mean it's coordinated. It's like synchronized so well.
You know,
10 team kills. Sorry, 10 team kills already. So they make that 11 right now. God. 12. Oh my God. And I think they're gonna pick up loot from their drop. I mean, Team 2 are the ones who went for the drop over there. So I'm guessing they're probably gonna walk away with the MK14. Ooh, the play zone has managed to catch a few people. Yeah.
bad luck for them. Just had an intense battle with Tarun's team, and Tarun really took it out of them. It's unfortunate that the Storm is quite ruthless in Sandhawk.
I think we've lost about 4 or 5 players, Johnny, in the last wave of Storm. That's like, oof. Yeah, I mean, I think we saw it last time as well. I think in Miramar, or was it in Sandhawk? I'm not too sure, but the Storm is just being absolutely ruthless, like you said, leaving no prisoners.
Team 9 clashing with Team 11 right now. And Team 21 clashing with Team 9. Looks like AK Captain has taken some shots from Team 11. Taking some shots from Shaki, King VT, finishing them off. Team 21 did not stand a chance. Once they crossed that road, they were just picked off like cherries. Unfortunate. See how Team 11 fares. Team 11 is right in front. Let's see how this happens.
How many players do we have in Team 11? Oh.
Completed. Team 11 is completed.
Wow. So it's 10 players alive. How many teams is that? So that's 3 teams.
Team 9 now. Taking out Team 3, was it? Oh, boom. Now see how this one plays out. They've got the circle. Team 3 will have to make their way inside the circle. Boom has been knocked by King VT. That was a 3x and an M4.
Incredible precision.
Captain has been knocked and killed by NFG.
Shaki is also losing a lot of health.
Aki has been knocked. Friends to kill has been knocked. Captain is dead. King VT reviving Shaki. One grenade right now is all that they need. Meanwhile, Revenge to kill. They seem to have lost someone in the storm.
I was just going to say, Johnny, it looks like the Storm is... Oh, God, I'm not going to be surprised if more people lose out on the Storm. I think Shaki is almost... Oh.
all over. That was too quick. Well played. Well played with the AK squad. It was a masterclass on them. Thoughts on this one?
I think we anticipated it was going to be a quick game, but I mean, we straight off, hats off to you and your people. I mean, you guys started super strong, especially in that whole um, single-handed clutch situation in boot camp. I mean, you guys were absolutely fabulous. Hats off to you guys. Great team play, great movement, and yeah, I was really pleased with that. What about you, Johnny?
Definitely. It was exciting. Play today was quite exciting, especially viewers. And
Yeah.
as you can see, their team score as well. They're evenly distributed. Everyone has contributed it quite well. Quite effective team. Not a lot of other teams even got a few kills. So these guys were clearly most dominant one tonight. And that's a wrap. That's a wrap today. Let me just check if we have a possible interview right now. Are we going to be able to interview Tarun? Well, I've just received word that we will not be able to have our post-match interviews with Tarun Rooney, who was one of the players. Made it to the final circle. Actually, it was the second last circle, and his team did not make it. But I guess the silver lining to his story would be that the team that killed him died in the storm right after. So, bad luck for both, I guess. Anyway, that's us signing off for tonight. Hope you had a good time. Be ready for some action-packed madness on the weekend. Signing off, Lamek.
Yeah, just rounding off
Hello,
what
boys.
Johnny had to say. Oh, it seems that
we
we
got
do
a
manage to have
surprise
comms
Tarun
with
Rooney himself.
Tarun. Yeah.
Oh, seems like I'm a little too late.
We were about to sign off. Good you came. Tarun, take us through that match. How was it? How was it?
Good. This Varun Takkar's clan, the AK clan, I think are really, really good. The way they attack and the way they move forward in the, in the attacking sense, they're like really, really, really good. And seems like they've taken out 17, how much, 8 plus 2, 10, 17, 24 kills on their own. So that's like they wiped almost half the squad, half the match there.
Brilliant, brilliant. Yeah, they did a fine job. We saw how you died. It was quite unfortunate that you got shot from behind.
Yes, I thought there was only one guy in that clan, but seems like Blur were playing with two, and there was another clan right behind them, and yeah, they smashed me, man.
Unfortunate that way we were commentating, we thought you had it all under control. And
but anyway, I think with AK clan, it looked quite difficult that anybody else were going to win because it seems like they have a good mastery of Sanok as well.
Definitely, yeah.
But happy that last match we took them out.
That was brilliant, yeah.
So I guess there is a silver lining after all to all of this. I mean, we saw some great plays by a lot of teams. Yeah, I mean, it looks like you could get some good sleep tonight. You wouldn't have anything on your mind or on your conscience. But just talk us through real quick. What must be going through your mind facing against a team like AKAs? I mean, as you said,
I don't know.
You know how they're working. So what was going through your head?
It's really difficult because it seems like these guys play like as a team and they attack so well that the other team has to defend. And even if one of our guys get knocked out, then it's like you have absolutely no chance. So the trick is, I know maximum draw them in, I guess, Maybe next time
Okay.
all the teams should try maybe drawing them inside and maybe take out like one of them and then put pressure. But still going to be really difficult. But I think the first match there was another clan which won, and I think those guys are also really good. I think they're called Ghost Top or something. I think they also attacked really well. Maybe if
Yeah,
they and
we were.
Varun's clan had a chance to go against a one-on-one, would be nice to see what would have happened. But I think a lot of other good players couldn't join at the end. Like I know there were two guys called Venom and Revenge to Kill. Both of them who I play with in the nights, and these guys are like really good, and they wipe squads on their own. But I don't know why they couldn't join. Like at the last minute they got disconnected. So
I
maybe
think
with a lot.
he had Revenge to Kill play at the Sanok.
Have had Revenge to Kill, but yeah, I think Venom was missing. Venom is really good. Is a really good player. But I think we need more competition for Varun Thakur's clan, man. That's the final say of this.
So it seems like there's a message. There's a message going out to Varun Thakur's clan. It seems that Tarun and a lot of other people definitely feel like more competition is needed. So if there is anyone out there who feels that they could bring the game, who could challenge this infamous VT clan, please sign up. Please sign up. We are waiting for you.
We're waiting, and everybody, whoever's watching this, please remember that this Sunday is going to be the professional tournament as well. The Streamers Challenge, which happened last week, it's happening this weekend as well. So we encourage all the teams to, watch that stream because you have the best teams of South India taking part in that.
Perfect. So that's
Awesome
going to be an
stuff.
action-packed
Awesome.
weekend for us.
Yeah, definitely looking
Will
forward
be
to
nice.
that one. Great stuff.
Amik, it looks like we'll have to stop commentating and take a stab at this VT clan, dude.
I think so. I mean, it's not every day you see, it's not every day that you see like the retired people putting on their boots and getting back into the game. But I mean, if push comes to shove, and if Tarun is requesting so blatantly, I mean, Johnny, I guess we got to practice, huh? I mean, what do you say, man?
The VT clan better watch out. All right, cool, guys.
But
Thank you so
overall, a
much
good
for-
day.
Hey, Tarun, what was that?
I said overall a good day. We should look forward to another day. Maybe on Friday or something we could have another scrims. So should discuss that with our group, and we would keep everybody posted.
Super,
Awesome
sounds great.
stuff.
So, guys, keep your eyes and ears are ready for this. I mean, we're probably gonna have another round of scrims on Friday. So, hoping for a lot more turnout. Tarun, before you leave, what was the balance in today's roster with respect to people who are pros and semi-pros and amateurs?
Felt like if there were like 3 to 4 professional teams playing at I don't know, professional, semi-professional, the line between them, but I think mostly semi-professional teams. So we can definitely say that this was a T3 sort of a scrims match where there were amateurs, but there were also a lot of semi-professional teams who are good and on their day, and maybe with like proper training and proper equipment, which means like the top phones as well. Those guys can maybe take out a professional team on their day. So look forward to having these semi-professional teams playing with us.
Okay. Anyway, let's hope for the best. See you guys on Friday then. That's me signing off on behalf of Ultimately, my good friend Nikhil Lamek and our player in focus, Tarun Rooney. Alright guys, have a good night.
All right, guys. See you. Good night.
See you guys. Good night.